Hey, everybody, this is Sin Speaks, and today we're doing an interview with Princess Heather Blossom.
Hello.
I'm here with my co-host, Noto.
Hello.
So, Heather, you are a YouTuber, yeah?
Oh yeah.
What do you do on your YouTubes?
Basically anything I want. I mean, I did some of those, which they call bro-analysis. So I do character spotlights on characters from My Little Pony, and I'll probably do more than My Little Pony the further on I get. I also do reviews and, when I just can't put out a video or something, I'll put like a pointless filler that'll use avatars of me and my friends just having weird scenarios going on.
You do voice acting too, right?
Yes, I've been approached for that. It's not really something I advertise. I don't do a lot of it, but for my boyfriend Huey Toonmore, I'm actually going to be voicing a character for him. Vinyl Scratch, because a lot of people say I sound like Nowakin sometimes.
You do, actually. You have a very scratchy voice.
Oh yeah, just call me the poor man's Nowakin, you know.
Yeah. Have you done any voice acting that people could look at in the future? Links, yeah?
Yeah, I have to think about it because I can't remember much voice acting work I've done. Like I've said, it's not something I advertise because it's not something I do very often. I did do a voice acting work for one of my friend's Tumblrs. He's Greg. He's runs the Ronin Applejack Tumblr, and I did a voiceover for one of his comic dubs at some point, but he might have taken it down. I'm actually quite sure that he did. So, I'll tell you if I remember any.
Alright, I'll just post them in the description. If you do remember. Now to the actual topics, unless you can think of any hero.
No, I think I'm good for now. It sounds like I got thunder rolling in here, so this ought to be interesting.
Do you consider yourself a brony or pegasister, Heather?
Oh, why label myself really? I can be either or, whatever you want me to be, really.
How long have you been a brony, and why did you become one?
Well, I think I gotta say I became a brony or Pegasus or whatever in high school when my friends were like doodling just doodling ponies in their notebooks during health, and I was just like, "What's up with that? It's cute." And it's like, "Oh, it's from this show, My Little Pony," and I'm like, "Cool." So I watched it, and I watched it with my friends, and I'm like, "This is awesome. Let's keep watching this." And that was I want to say junior year of high school, so it's been like maybe 3-4 years.
Yeah, that was around the first season, right, Hero?
What was that?
She's been brony for, what, you said 3-4 years?
That was probably end of season 2, beginning of season 3.
Yeah, because we're halfway through.
Yeah, it was in between seasons. That's all I know.
Yeah. What inspired you to make a YouTube channel and such?
I have to say it's because I've been watching a lot of analysis videos from the Brony analysis community, and my favorite analyst at the time was Dr. Wolf. And if you know Dr. Wolf, he's really calm, complacent dude, makes a lot of videos, and he really tries to encourage people. He made me feel really good about myself and be like, I should be better. I should be doing whatever. And so I started making analysis videos. And I think the real motivation was that not so much I wanted to be famous or wanted to be really well known or anything. I wanted to make friends like the people I saw in the videos. I wanted to meet people like that.
Well, that's a pretty good way to do it. Get your name out there, start building yourself an online personality that some people can relate to and connect with. So that's a good approach to get to that, as long as you're developing content that's interesting and people are willing to watch. And you definitely have a good presence, and I can definitely see why people are interested in watching you.
But yeah, that's actually one of the main reasons I'm doing interviews with everybody that I know, or, well, no. Yeah. Sorry, my brain hurts. But yeah, being around people who you like to talk to, friends and such, is fun, and it's a very good way to learn more about the show as well. Do you, are you really into the show, or are you just, one of the fandom only people?
Oh, I can definitely say it's the show for me because just recently, I've realized the fandom isn't as great as it's cut out to be. I don't think it's like the freaking apocalypse evil like everyone else likes to make it out to be, but it's filled with some melancholy types. I really love the show, though. I think that's what draws the melancholy types to it because it's just so cheerful and it's relaxing. It's simple.
It gives us a thing to escape to, I suppose.
Escapism is a big element that you'll notice throughout the show. A lot of people I just find it a trend, a lot of people who watch the show and make the best of content always have like some sort of baggage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say for everyone, but it's pretty common to see.
Well, one of the big things for that is generally if people have baggage like that, they generally have experiences that they can expand upon and, use that to create their own content or stories or things of that nature that make things more interesting for people to watch, read, or listen to if they have those kinds of experiences and are willing to open up their heart and develop that content.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, definitely. I see that a lot. It's really great, but I guess, like, I don't speak against it. Like, people with baggage and finding a really creative outlet to, like, show and open up their hearts like that, that's wonderful. It's really inspirational. But I guess there is no but I guess I've just talked to too many sad friends who've just got the world against them, and it just brings me down a couple notches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who entered MLP. I know a couple of people actually were about to commit suicide right before they like watched MLP, and I find that the way the MLP speaks to us, matter of phrasing, I suppose, is really impressive considering how much people actually go against it, why people go against it, how they do so, when it speaks to us in such a way that no matter who we are, we still find something to like about the show.
And that's one of the things that made it such a successful kids show, as well as something that adults can get into, is because, it's one of those shows that's teaching, valuable life lessons in a way that's new and interesting and keeps people's attention based to it. So that's one of the main reasons why I enjoy the show so much is just, because of the presentation of the lessons that they're trying to teach.
Yeah. How much?
We're just going off into philosophical rants now. We're just going off to philosophical rants now. This is so freaking, what's it called? It's something with a brain or something. I'll think of it later. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll just remember that later. But how much pony merchandise do you own or want to own?
So are we just counting pony merchandise that I bought from Hasbro, that I bought from the fandom, or stuff that I've made myself?
Pretty much everything in your house.
Okay, there are quite a few posters. There are a lot of posters. I've got 2 binders filled with comic books, and then there's the plushies I've made. Wow, that's a lot. Can we just say a lot? God, just be good at that.
Yeah. What hero?
I want an index list here. I would just want a spreadsheet of everything that you own so we can link it and put it into a Google Docs.
Yeah. Well, give us a spreadsheet later.
Give me a Oh no.
We just like look at the list, going down to the description, like, oh, how much merchandise does she have? She can't have that many. God damn.
Oh, some thunder's getting kind of close here.
What is your favorite / least favorite moment in any MLP episode?
Favorite / least favorite? Like, do you want both or either or?
I want both.
Okay, I have to say my favorite was Keep Calm and Flutter On, where Discord just realizes that if he goes on the way he's going, he's gonna lose his only friend, Fluttershy. I thought it was a fast revolution for his character to just go good that suddenly, but I really felt it for him, just tears coming out of his eyes, just going, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my friend if I just think for myself. And I gotta say my least favorite, would just have to be every time Rainbow Dash is just a complete tool. I'm not a fan of Rainbow Dash. You'll probably go through my videos and find that it's quite clear. I do not like her. She can just be, I mean, I could probably name a whole bunch, like a list from every season of moments of her being an idiot, her being just insensitive, her just being everything I hate. She's just an obnoxious jock to me, and I'm sure there's a lot of arguments against that. She's had some great episodes, I will admit that, but she's not my favorite. I'm not a big fan.
It's like me with Rarity.
Oh god, freaking hate Rarity. I don't know why. So I don't like Rarity, but it's just every time I see her, it makes me want to hear or something. I don't know why.
I don't get that. A lot of people hate Rarity.
It hurts the military side of me where she's just not willing to do anything that doesn't help her in some way for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the element of generosity, but she's been so selfish for so often.
I thought you were talking about Rainbow Dash for a second.
No, I was talking about Rarity.
Yeah.
I like Rarity, but mostly because she's funny and just fun to watch. I will admit, she's had her greedy moments. She can be pretty frivolous and just care about the most trivial of things, but it's just so much fun. She's also a very beautiful man.
Yeah. She's prettier than most of the cast, but, but it's always fun looking at the characters, and, like, for me, when I see some of the characters, I can see some of my friends in them, too. And it's just hilarious seeing them act as the characters in my head.
I can definitely see that. The main cast really cover a lot of archetypes. There's, no matter what, you're gonna find one character you relate to, or at least something specific about them that you're just like, oh, that is so me.
Yeah. So your favorite moment is when Discord changed into Super Good Guy because he almost lost Fluttershy, and your least favorite moment is Rainbow Dash.
Just all Rainbow Dash. That's it.
Rainbow Dash.
Just in general, all that. Don't like that.
Yeah, it's just like, you have to pick one thing. Well, can I pick a person? Wait, what?
I'll find loopholes in the system.
Do you believe in headcanons?
Do I believe in them? Like, do I believe some of them could be true? Sure, yeah. But, some of them can be pretty...
Do you have any in your head?
Well, I actually made a video a while back on the Flutter Stare and made it kind of my headcanon that her stare is actually basically just a culmination of all her pent-up frustration and anger. Because think about it. When back in Putting Your Hoof Down, I know it's not the most popular episode, but it did show that she's got a lot of anger and deals with a lot of crap on a daily basis, and that'll piss off most anyone, and she keeps that to herself. So think about it. The stare is probably the one time she shows aggression ever, and that's where it all just has its outlet.
Yeah. I can kind of understand that, too, because I know a couple of people who are just the most kind people you could ever imagine. But if you get them angry, there is hell to pay.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag triggered.
Would you be interested in meeting any of the VAs in the show?
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to meet, like, Andrea Libman or Tabitha St. Germain, that'd be really interesting. I mean, it's not like my life goals because I've never been too interested in voice acting. I respect the art very profusely, but it would be cool.
Yeah. Meeting VAs is always cool. Just from like the experience they have with everything. More than anything else.
I know for one thing I'd want to meet Weird Al Yankovic because he's kind of a voice actor.
The guy is so awesome.
When I heard he was coming on, I was just like, no way. I know some people don't like it when celebrities voice on cartoons because you're just like, that's just them using their ordinary voice. Blah. And I'm like, well, I don't care. I mean, just call me a bad connoisseur of voice acting, but I love that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of disappointed that I found out about Weird Al voice acting before the episode came out. Because if I had found out just from watching the episode, it would have blown my mind.
Yeah, like I found out about 3 days early. It was so sad for me.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened with the background character episode. I can't remember the name of the episode, but it just like a couple of weeks ago. And I was so disappointed that they did so many previews about like, you know, this character's in it, this character's in it. I wanted to find that out by watching the episode. Like that ruins like the magic of finding
the Vinyl and Octavia part.
I actually did not watch that trailer, and I'm happy that
I made sure to stay away from that trailer just because I love those two characters. But oh my god, I wanted Final Scratch to talk. That was so sad.
Really? You're not one of those guys that's like, if it's not Nowaking's voice coming out of there,
no, I don't care if it's Nowakin or not. If it's similar to her voice, that's awesome. But I want her to freaking talk. Cause damn, she's awesome.
We also have yet to see her eyes again.
No, in the background episode, she kept pulling down her glasses and they kept moving her glasses. And it was red too, which made me kind of sad.
Weren't they violet before?
Yeah, in the second season, last episode. It was like a magenta. Yeah, the second season, last episode, when Twilight
the party, the DJing thing.
Yeah, when she does
like the one time she showed up in season 2.
Yeah, she freaking pulled down her glasses for like 3 frames, and you saw violets. Kind of like it was like similar to Rainbow Dash's eyes. And that's why I kept bringing up every time because I saw a very slowed down version, very slowed down clip of that, and so that's my entire thing. Her eyes aren't red; it's freaking violet. But now they made it red, which saddened me.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. If you had turned into a pony of your own making and/or choice, what would you turn into and do in Equestria?
Are you kidding? I'd be an Alicorn princess. Run that. Run it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm sure the day-to-day life of a princess is pretty hard, but I just like to do the superficial things and I don't know. I'd like to meet the other princesses and see what they do on a daily basis, see what Luna's doing. Want to see that. Want to see her raise the moon. It's just, I know people hate me for having an Alicorn OC. I know that. I know it because people have commented on my video saying like, you know what? I didn't want to watch your video because you have an Alicorn OC and it was just warding me off. But you know what? You're pretty cool. I'm going to stick around a while. I'm like, well, thanks, buddy. Thanks, random citizen. But yeah, I still want to be an Alicorn.
I think the only thing that you could have done to make that any more like upsetting for the fandom is just make it red and black. At least you don't have a red and black Alicorn.
I could have done that, couldn't I?
My OC.
I don't know. Maybe my freaking rainbow-fied version will have that. I just want to piss people off so bad.
You could make your rainbow-fied version for like today they made all game match free. So
it's an idea. It's an idea.
Gotta make it a red and black cyborg Alicorn zebra from Fallout Equestria.
God. I think you just like destroyed the hearts.
Piss you off?
Of, like,
I have a friend who has a zebra Alicorn OC, and it's all black.
Oh,
that's close. It just needs a little bit of red in there and a robotic leg.
Tell him like, put some red in your OC. Maybe just add that robot leg. He's a cool guy though. I just have my own group of Alicorn friends because a lot of people were giving me shit for it at some point, and there were a lot of groups I was in with ponies, and I was just kind of tired of it. It's like, you know what? I want my own Alicorn group, and I did that, but it's a secret. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, ponies.
The Alicorn Secret Society of Alicorns. Yes, it's a secret society. Don't tell anybody except for the entire world.
Don't tell. Don't be a rat, bro. What are you, a snitch?
Nark!
What do you think of the fandom so far, Heather?
Well, I liked it a lot at first because, I was just meeting all these new people, finally people to talk to because I figured going into college I was pretty isolated because as it is senior year of high school, I had to move to a new town, a desert town of all places.
Ooh.
So it's desolate, it's ugly, it's boring, and I live far apart from people and all my friends. So going into the fandom, I loved it because there was finally people to talk to. And I even went to BronyCon last year, I think it was. Yeah, I went last year. And I loved it. Recently though, like I said, but people are getting pretty melancholy and junk like that. And there's all these people leaving the fandom being like, no, this community is just becoming cancerous and parasitic. And I'm like, man, that's a lot of negativity. Maybe you're part of the problem.
Yeah. I find it so sad that people are just leaving the fandom, like, what was his name?
Living
Brony
Tombstone?
Theories, I think?
Yeah, that's Tommy Oliver, whatever.
Yeah, I really hated how he did that. 'Cause most of his stuff I found was kind of reasonable. But god damn was he a douchebag when he did that. Oh my god. Just the way he did that was what
I saw
upset
some of
me.
his points too. Like, I've seen it myself. People who just want to affirm their own views and whatnot. But all in all, I don't think the fandom is something so poisonous that you just had to keep putting on a facade. Like, I think it would have been fine if he just made an update video, be like, you know what, I just don't care for this anymore. I'm gonna just do my own thing now, and I don't care too much for My Little Pony anymore. But no, he had to go in full-on rant mode and break out his Mountain Dew like he's a soda alcoholic and just go off. I'm just like, come on, man. I do like I've liked a lot of his content over the years. I liked that he was also an artist. And to be honest, I kind of liked his old OC style. It was cuter. But, this one isn't the newer one isn't so bad. He isn't using it anymore, but whatever.
Yeah, that Mountain Dew thing, though. I mean, I know people keep saying he's trying to be casual. He's trying to let you in there. But you can hear him gulping. Just
a minute detail, but I think he just needed something to do while he was catching his breath. What is up with people with Mountain Dew? You're ruining that beverage for me. I love Mountain Dew, and he was drinking my favorite kind. Now that's how I'm going to remember it. Every time I drink it, I'm going to remember Tommy Oliver saying that the fandom is bad and I should feel bad for being a part of it.
Yeah, you just pick up some Mountain Dew, like, okay, I'm going to drink you. You should feel bad. No!
No, Baja Fresh, don't tell me that. I went to Taco Bell just for you.
This fandom is really impressive. But damn, are there some D-bags in this place.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're always going to have a few bad nuts in a fandom, but overall I say it's pretty great. We've got great artists, we've got people working on amazing animations, and the analysis community, despite its bad rep, isn't as bad as it's cracked up to be. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, there's some really awesome people. Like, have you seen the 2 Brony documentaries?
Oh, of course. I think I've seen a couple of them.
Oh, wait, how many are there? Because I only know 2 primary ones.
I know, what was it, the Brony Chronicles or something? I didn't watch all that, because wasn't it just...
The Brony Tale.
Something like that.
Yeah, what was the first one?
I don't know. I remember one was just people in, like, group calls talking about stuff, and it got really boring really quick.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good, and the second one, I loved the music in it. Just, that music was amazing.
I like the one on Netflix a lot. My family actually saw that one with John Delancey in it.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one. My it was at the time, I wasn't doing anything major yet, and my family had saw it and watched it, and they saw Living Tombstone, and they saw Tommy Oliver, and they saw BronyCon, because I was about to go to BronyCon. They're just like, oh wow, so Heather, this is what you're all about with this fandom. Like she said, it's like, and of course my mom's first thought was like, there are a lot of boys in this fandom, so you gonna bring home a husband or what? And I'm like, oh god, Mom.
What other shows, are you interested in or were interested?
Well, like everyone else, I've been watching Steven Universe, and I was kind of, not wanting to watch it for one time because I'm just like a wannabe hipster, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it when everyone else is done watching it. That's why I'm not watching Attack on Titan or Kill la Kill, because everyone's talking about it. I'm not gonna watch it yet. But I have watched Steven Universe.
Kill la Kill. It's not good. It's not that
It's
good.
not? Frick, it's not? Oh, well, guess that's marked off the list. But I have watched Steven Universe like everyone else, and of course it's great. I'm really into the comic books, the cinematic universes of Marvel and DC. And of course, DC has Arrow, and Marvel has Daredevil going on. Those are really great. I like those. As for other cartoons, one of my other favorite superhero shows was Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Avengers Assemble isn't bad. I actually like a bit of that
Did
too.
you watch the Heroes of Tomorrow? The kids?
I think was the kids of the Avengers. I've seen that movie. I wanted to like it because I feel like it had some good things going on. Of course, they had the greatest voice of Ultron, that one guy. Yeah. But I didn't feel it was great. The characters felt pretty static for me, and it was just like they had that annoying Pym kid, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, the kids were kind of annoying, but I loved Hulk because he was just so badass.
Hulk is always badass. You can always feel assured that that's gonna be like a full-on thing.
Very true, very true.
There are things to like and everything, I think. There's always a little glimmer of something. But other than that, I wasn't really too enthused with the movie. The only reason I watched it was, well, I watch a lot of things because I live in a house with 4 of my nephews. The oldest 10, the youngest are 3 years old. So I have to watch a lot of stuff aimed at kids. So it's why I gotta watch a lot of cartoons.
What cartoons do you usually watch on a day-to-day basis, other than MLP, of course?
Day-to-day basis? Well, of course, recently, Steven Universe. I watch a bit of anime. And, well, let's see, what else? There's like a show my kids have been watching that I've just been watching with them. Nothing comes straight to mind, but yeah, they're basically those few things.
Did you watch any of the, the old cartoons? Well, old for, most people generation.
Oh, you mean like 80s cartoons? Because I love the crap out of those. I wasn't born in those years, but I love them.
Like the Roadrunner, for instance. I don't know when that thing was.
Oh, you mean like Warner Brothers?
Yeah, sure.
I do like
70s, 80s.
Those are classics. I love Pepe Le Pew. I have like a DVD of like his greatest hits.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I pretty much got that covered. What do you think of like the newer iterations? Is that show they made that was kind of like a sitcom still going on? I don't even know.
What was that one? I'm not even sure what that was.
It was probably still called the Looney Tunes. I don't remember. I don't have cable anymore.
The only modern reboot that I know of that they did was for Tom and Jerry, and they gave them voices, and
I wasn't a fan of that.
No.
I love the original Tom and Jerry. That was
They were so violent.
Yeah,
shooting each other and smashing each other with.
Ooh, violence is just at the core of every human being, son.
Yeah, my baby sister tries choking me. Of course there's freaking violence in every heart of human being. Jeez. Yeah, that show really spoke out to me for some reason. Other than the violence, I mean.
That's back when comedy was like... I mean, it's not like super complicated comedy, but it's still like more clever than like modern day douchebaggery that comedy has become. Because, a lot of what slapstick is timing and camera angles and being able to see what's going on. And nowadays it's just comedy's degenerated around being an asshole. And it really bugs the crap out of me. Like, Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler, all their comedy is based around being mean to other people, and it's...
Will Ferrell's comedy? I understand Adam Sandler, but Will Ferrell, I feel like he's done some pretty good roles.
Well, I'm talking like Talladega Nights. His whole character in that one was being an asshole.
People find assholes really amusing. Just look at like Archer and Iron Man. Iron Man's kind of an asshole, but I love the crap out of him.
Iron Man's a little different though, because he's like a clever asshole, and his is more. He's got more wit to his humor than just saying, "Well, you're an asshole" at the top of their lungs. But
I'm on fire. At the end of the day, he's an asshole. We love assholes. We love smart assholes, but there's some people who like dumb assholes because it's like, what an asshole.
Yeah, but I just feel like comedy has degenerated over the modern years compared to like classics like Airplane and
That'll happen, man.
things like that.
I feel like there is hope. There's like great ideas out there. We just, I don't know, have patience, I think, in it. I mean, as it is, I think I kind of use my humor to come off as sort of an asshole. That's how I imagine my character. There's just, you find the great balance in things.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that, like, because we're in a more technological age than we were previously, a lot of our stuff is centered around more, things we wouldn't consider as much as funny. In those older days, we didn't have much to go on. We just picked what we saw in other people and we made it funny. And nowadays, we see each other so often via, the internets that we just don't give a damn anymore. And
Yeah, we're pretty lazy. We're bastards. We're just like, but we just want to watch like cute cats and people trip over their asses because we're all assholes.
It's really fun seeing people get hurt for some reason.
Slapstick is just a golden method of comedy, my friend.
Especially when you do in fact slap them with a stick.
You know, it's interesting. I actually recently watched an old silent Buster Keaton film, and it's amazing what they were able to portray without having any kind of voices or anything. Because all of that comedy is visual based, and it's all timing and doing ridiculous stunts that would be CGI today, you know, where if they moved like a couple of inches, this guy could have died. And
Yeah,
it's all like the actor doing
authentic.
it.
It gives you more of a, reason of, hey, he's going to die. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
it's
he
a lot
survived.
more.
Woo!
It's more like suspenseful and awe-inspiring, the performances that these guys did
Yeah.
compared to like modern filmmaking. I think that's part of the reason why the most recent Mad Max was, so impressive, is because so many of those stunts were practical effects. Like they were actually people doing those stunts instead of just burying it in CGI.
I knew I should have gone. I should have gone to see that. I asked my friend, like, "Oh, this Mad Max movie. I hear it's good. You want to go see it?" She's like, "No, the ratings on it are terrible. I don't want to see that." Damn
I
it,
don't know
Juanita!
what rating she was looking at. For every rating I've seen has been like ridiculously positive.
Ugh, I don't know. It's.
Go see it. You should go.
I just
see
know
it.
that she didn't want to go see it.
Go see it.
I have a list of movies I have to go see. I still haven't seen Jurassic World or Age of Ultron, and I'm pissed.
We're gonna be
See
watching
Mad
Age
Max
of
before
Ultron
those.
soon. I want to see that.
Oh, in time.
What gave you an idea for your YouTube name?
Well, like I said, I was inspired by other analysts and stuff like that. Now I just sort of do my own thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just figured I'm gonna do what I want. I mean, before I was kind of trying to get attention and be impressive, but I'm just like, this is stupid. I just want to have fun with what I'm doing. I don't expect this to turn into something. Let's just have fun with it.
Yeah. What gave you an idea for your YouTube name? Princess Headlock.
This isn't very imaginative. Okay, my name is Heather. That's my real name. My name is Heather, and I thought, Heather's a flower. What do flowers do? They blossom. Heather Blossom. I'm a genius. I just put princess in front there. I'm a genius.
Well, the princess thing is very important.
It's super important. Why haven't you kneeled to me yet? No, wait, I'm a casual princess. It's okay. You don't have to kneel.
Bow to your
But, no, the
lady.
gestures kind of... I would like that if I got super famous. Just people just bow whenever I come into a room and kiss my feet. It'd be just more hilarious on my part.
Everybody, Princess Hellblossom is in here. Bow, mother, bow.
I want a chariot. I want a whip, and I want 2 shirtless men pulling my chariot.
No,
Thank you.
See,
I want all the baubles.
You see, Heather, you're going to get the Twilight King.
Twilight King. Oh my god, I saw that at BronyCon, like this really great replica, and I just held it, and I was just like, one day it'll be my bobbled head on here. One day.
One day you should hold that and make everybody praise. Woo!
I just want that. Just have the whole room bow down to me one day. It'll happen. I'm great. I'm pretty damn great.
Yeah. You can also be like at a con and be like at what they are, the giant areas that people do the panels. You gotta be like at a panel and be like, everybody bow, stand, bow, stand, bow.
No, do it as Loki does it. I said kneel.
Okay, you guys can get kneel. No, wait, sorry, no, you guys can get up, kneel.
Just why did most of my fantasies revolve around me being a total douche?
Hero, do you have any thing you want to add?
No, I think that was a pretty good interview so far. Pretty good topics approached. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about, Heather, while you were in here?
Me, I guess nothing in particular. But if we just talk about me in general, we'd be here for hours. There's just so much greatness to just elaborate on, the intricacies of me, my epic backstory, which I'm not going to share with you. I'm going to leave you wanting that. Secret! I became an alicorn. It just happened. You know? It just went poof. Oh.
That's the greatest introduction you can possibly have. Hey, how did you become an alicorn? Well, one day I was sitting in my shower, and then the next thing I knew, I was an alicorn. Woo!
It was a funny day. That day. I mean, to talk about anything else, I don't know. I have several relations through the analysis community I could elaborate on. Though, you know what? Anything you guys want to talk about is cool with me.
Do you know Ink Rose? Ink Rose?
Oh, I do not know her. The headcanon chick, right? She's like that person who talked about. She's like that teenage girl who got shipped with the 20-year-old fiery guy. That chick. No, I don't know her personally. I know people that know her. I know people who know a lot of people.
Yeah, I so far have not met a single person who knows her. It's weird.
I think my friend Bronny might. I'm like up in the air with that. I know my friend Burning Donut always gets shipped with her, even though he's not a big fan. He's just like, stop doing that. It's creepy. Because he's a 30-year-old man. And that is a 16.
Oh wait, the burning. What was his name? Josh
Fiery
Scorcher?
Joker dude. Josh Scorcher. You know, someone told me, of course, when we saw the video, we were all like, oh, it's just them getting shipped together, whatever. Someone who actually knows them told me, like, oh, no, they're an actual thing. And I'm just like, I don't think so. Can you maybe check that fact for me? I'm not 100% on board with that.
I really want to interview him, just because he's both military and awesome.
Good luck with that one.
Surprisingly, people I know don't feel the same way. I've been in those groups where people are just like against him. You know, it's like a two-sided thing right now, right?
Yeah.
It's like, there's Josh Scorcher and Dr. Wolf's side, and I think it's like some other side with Drowning in Horseshoes or whatever. I don't know what's going on over there. I think I know people who are on the Drowning in Horseshoe side. I don't even know what spectrum I'm on. I'm just like not even paying attention to that whole brony war going on.
Yeah, I'm actually in the FOB chat, cause wow, it's funny sometimes. And so I see him pop up occasionally, and every single time someone new joins, the first question they ask is, are you here looking for Josh?
Thing is,
that is annoying.
Well, the thing is, like, for the longest time, Josh Scorcher, he's the admin of the Fob Equestria group, but he's been absent from that chat for a good 2 years. And it was only like a couple of weeks ago that he started posting again. So every time, like, new people would join, and they would be asking for Josh Scorcher. And he was never there. So we would just get that question out of the way so that, you know, people aren't disappointed that they aren't able to talk to him.
Oh my god, We got that a lot in the Rift. I used to be in this group called the Rift Cafe that was for like analysis bronies and other bronies. People would go in looking for like Dr. Wolf or I Love Kim Possible a lot, even though she's never been in there to my knowledge. I think even once a friend of mine, like a person they liked came into the Rift and they're like, I really want to meet I Love Kim Possible a lot. So they made me go into a private group chat and maybe pretend to be I Love Kim Possible a lot. Just to impress them. Of course they didn't buy it. They're like, they just like, well, they aren't as you described me. This is a fake. Okay? And they're like, fuck.
I love Kim Possible a lot. No, you aren't. Yes, I am. Just skip the entirety of my image and, just go to hers and just imagine I'm her. And I'm definitely her.
I think it was because at the time I was playing a game me and my friend Louis play called Identity Theft, where I just changed my picture to some other person's OC and changed my name and, well, be stupid about it, like misspell it or put like, I'm totally this person. I think I pretended to be Dr. Wolf. I pretended to be I Love Kim Possible a lot. I pretended to be my friend Ronnie Buck. It was funny because some people were actually full, but others were just like, Noah just went along with it, be like, oh, and Antonio, see, I've always wanted to meet you. And I'm like, yeah, Antonio, see.
And then they get into a call with you and be like, wait, he's not female. Dun 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 dun.
I know. Some people got on my case about it. They're like, I don't think they would like you masquerading as them. I'm like, well, no one's buying it, so who cares?
It'd be funny if you recorded it at one point and then they just look on and be like, you did a really good impression. Good job.
I think I'd probably only be able to pass as Nowakin because of the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't
think
tried,
that's like
but
I think that's the only thing that I know of that she has going for her. Like I don't really follow the whole like YouTube personalities, but as far as Nowakin goes, I don't know if she actually has much other than her voice.
She does do other voice acting roles. She's been in some pretty good abridged series of anime. I know she does the voice of Integra from the Hellsing abridged, and I know she did
really?
something. Attack on Titan abridged. She also did a really funny role. She's got a lot of voice acting work. I think I don't know much. I saw her at BronyCon once though.
Ooh,
Our
nice.
eyes met. It was weird. It was really weird. Like I was across the room posing for a picture. I was Princess Luna in my cosplay, and there was like a royal guard next to me, and they were mostly paying attention to him. But I posed anyway. I look across the room, I see her, and she's looking at me. At least I think she's looking at me. So I just look at her, and I'm like, is she looking at me? I can't tell. And I just bump my eyebrows up and down to check and be like, yeah, what's up? And she just looks at me. I think she smiles, looks down, and then looks away. And I'm like, we had a moment there. I know you're looking for me somewhere. She's like, I gotta find that Princess Luna. I know. Our voices matched.
It'd be really funny if you two like walking together in a place and some person heard you like, wait, is that Nowakin talking to herself?
I think if our voices were right next to each other, people would finally see the difference. But that would be a funny scenario. I do want to meet Nowakin at some point, just to bring that up with her. I want to see what kind of person she is.
Yeah. So far as I know, she is really cool. Sadly, I haven't been able to interview her because she's been busy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, if you do interview her, just let me into the room and let's see what happens. There's gonna be some like mad chemistry.
Yeah, the time I interview, I'm gonna bring you in there just randomly. I'm like, so Nowakin, have you met Nowakin?
The poor man's Nowakin. I will take the jobs that people are too afraid to ask you to do because they're like, it's Nowakin. But I'm like, hey, I sound like Nowakin and you're not afraid to approach me. And they're like, this'll do.
You have a very close and similar voice. We can make this work.
Because I'm all about that bass, canon bass, no cello.
Oh, that song. Oh my god.
I'm all about that bass, canon bass, no cello. I'm all about that bass, canon bass, no cello. I don't remember the rest of the song because that chorus was really catchy.
So final question, if you don't have any more, Hero?
Nope.
Okay, final question. If you could create your own planet with its own species, what would the both of them look like?
Like, the both of them? Like, I thought I was only making one species.
No, the planet and the species.
Well, if I was gonna make a planet, I'd probably put it in a climate that I would be most comfortable in, so that's probably not... What's a season that's not too hot but not too cold? Probably fall. I mean, shit's gonna be dying all the time.
You can make it to spring,
You know, not too sunny. Spring would be good. I want it to be cloudy sometimes, but then again, I probably wouldn't go outside even if I did invent my own planet with everything up to my specifications. I don't like going outside. Definitely not a desert, because I'm sick of deserts at that point. And as for the creatures living there, I'd probably make them something quiet so they wouldn't bother me, because I assume I'm going to live on this planet in my own little hut, and I'd only come out to see them sometimes.
Yeah,
Just put llamas and alpacas on there.
They'd be
I'm sure they're
super
fine.
quiet, just sitting outside of your door, so every time you open it, they just stare at you with those beady eyes.
Alright, I'm a queen of this planet, and they're like, what is your royal decree? Princess, overlord, whatever. And I'm just like, shut up, because I'm trying to watch anime. I'm crocheting a freaking plushie here. I don't want to hear you and your problems. I don't care if you're starving because eternal spring isn't all it's cracked up to be. Dang. Not kidding about for this leader.
Those poor animals.
I know, I'm not a good caretaker. I mean, I have a dog. I'm not good at taking care of that dog. If she doesn't say anything, I forget she's there. I could go days without seeing. I think if I have a pet that's like right in front of me all the time, I'll remember it's there and I'll take care of it. But other than that, probably have to be a goldfish. See how long that lasts.
One day you'll see it, and then the next thing you know, it's gonna have brown water, and you have to truck outside.
Like, oh, I killed Jared. Because if I get a fish, I'm gonna name it Jared.
Why would you
I miss my old
Jared?
fish. I just like the name Jared. Like, I like naming fish. My last fish I really missed. I won him at a carnival and he only lasted a few days. His name was Paul. I miss Paul.
You grew deep emotional connections with your carnival fish, didn't you?
I did. I won him. I got him, and he was special, and I had a little bowl for him with a little filter, and he would just swim around the top, and I'm like, how you doing this morning, Paul? And he was just staring at me. We really got each other. I could talk to Paul about anything. Those couple of days. Oh, and my sister had to take, like, when he died, I wasn't at home. I was at school. And she took a picture of him, and she sent it to me, and she was like, oh, Paul's dead. It was a good couple of days, though, wasn't it? I'm like, you had to tell me this through text message? This is how you told me Grandma died. God, dude. It's always through text message. This is heart-wrenching.
Well, it's just like if they were right next to you, and just, petting your shoulder or something.
You're still dead!
Well, it's better than if you walked back to home and then got the fish dumped on your face.
Oh, like how my friend dumped turkeys on me, but whatever.
Well,
my friend Juanita, there's a lot of stories I could tell you with my friend Juanita, but one time I was staying at her house and I was just like laying in bed because we just woke up this morning and I was just like, she got some baby turkeys, dumped them on my chest. And I was just like, Juanita, what have you done?
Like, were they still alive?
They were alive. Oh, yes, they were alive and just chirping, like walking around my chest, having a good time. And I was just like, I need to do something.
Well, that's a lot better than what it could have been. At least they weren't dead turkeys. That would have been something.
That's one good thing to say about my friend. She's never dumped something dead on me. So that's great. That would have been a bad sign. But those birds, I've picked up kittens. But I haven't picked up birds up until that point. So I didn't know what to do. I thought they could have pecked me or done something, and I was just like, I don't like this. It was,
my god,
and I'm
they
like,
might hurt me.
Sleep.
Let's poke them and move them and shift them, but not pick them up. No, that's bad.
She was just having a ball that weekend.
Oh, everybody else would too if they dumped turkeys on their best friend.
her and freaking animals. She has like a freaking farm going on out there, I swear.
Yeah, She just goes to like the backyard. Alright, so what do I want to dump on this time? We have turkeys, we have fish, we have skeletons, everything in here.
That's actually quite true. She could get a peacock and throw it at me if she wanted to.
Damn.
She has a lot of power and a lot of animals.
That sounds exhausting.
It would. I hate the peacocks for one specific reason. I spend a lot of time at this friend's house. We sleep in the same bed all the time. I'll wake up in the morning because it'll be the freaking peacocks, like, just sounding the alarm. But that's, in reality, they're just mating. And I'm just like, oh my god, they're like the worst neighbor.
That's an amazing thing to wake up to right there.
Yeah, I've always wanted to wake up to peacock lovemaking. You think that'd be romantic, but no.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you, Heather, for joining us today for your wonderful interview.
No problem.
Thank you, Hiro, for joining us as well.
It was a good time.
If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps a lot. And go check out Princess Heather Blossom's... Yes, words. Princess Heather Blossom's... Yay. It's channel. They are a lot of fun and really cool.
I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Yeah.
My loyal subjects.
And as always, we shall see you on the next video. Auf Wiedersehen!